Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jack Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Ready.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They'll run. This is Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
80 weapons. Team showed up. Check 52. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Kill. Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready, set. Launch 49. Pilot 64. Weak. Come. Hit it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars! 4 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Kamara trying the right side. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go. Route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go.
And Kamara has it stripped, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 16. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll toss it to Fournette. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
On the book.
They'll look to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alpha. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Let's go. 50, plant. 65. Get it.
Now a carry for Dillon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Set, ready? 60 or. Hey, Sam off. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Check it out. Go. Check. Fresno. Hit it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it. get a good head of steam going.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All day, every day, any day. Slam. Hey, lock it. Check 15. Go.
Fournette on the toss to the right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch out. Mike 51. Mike 51. Look, squeeze.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Leo! Yeah!
Fournette, a first down carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Hey, exit. 51. Yep. 51. Rabbit. Hey, Mike 51. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey! Get it!
Throwing again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This is Fournette. And he's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Off the play fake. Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey! Score!
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Bravo! Go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15 line.
15 line. Watch this. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check 24. Check 24. Bam. Yo. Go. And up.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Cover! It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Buzz! Hey! 49! Check the out! 49's a monster!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
At the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Just like that. 49, check 49. 6-6. Pull it high. Go out. Down.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the ready.
Block 52. 52's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Check. Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Zipper. Fight.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Herbert. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Charlie.
53, Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Team 6.
Check. Crunch.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run with Pumphrey. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
You can choose the mic. Watch Mike.
Mike 52.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
25 yards that time. On 1st down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Herbert. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. X3. 218. Chop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Protein spill.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Let's go.